On the morning of January 22nd, 2008, a masseuse arrived at a Manhattan apartment for a scheduled appointment. She knocked. No answer. She opened the door. Heath Ledger was lying in his bed, surrounded by prescription bottles. He was 28 years old. He had just filmed the greatest villain performance in cinema history. He never got to see it. Heath Andrew Ledger was born on April 4th, 1979, in Perth, Australia. His parents named him Heathcliff after the dark, tortured hero of Wuthering Heights, a boy named after a cursed character. Looking back, it feels like a sign. His childhood was ordinary until he was 10 years old. That year, his parents divorced. That same year, he won Western Australia's Junior Chess Championship, a 10-year-old mind sharp enough to think 12 moves ahead, but not sharp enough to stop his family from falling apart. At 17, Heath dropped out of school, packed a bag, and drove from Perth to Sydney with a friend to become an actor. He had no plan, just complete certainty that this was his path. Within 2 years, Hollywood came calling. 10 Things I Hate About You, The Patriot, A Knight's Tale. He was charming, magnetic, impossible to ignore. But Heath wasn't interested in being a movie star. He was obsessed with becoming every character he played. In 2005, he took on the role of Ennis Del Mar in Brokeback Mountain, a repressed, emotionally closed cowboy carrying a secret for his entire life. Director Ang Lee said Heath kept his teeth clenched and his jaw locked for 2 straight months. Not on camera, off camera. He refused to let the character go. He was nominated for an Academy Award. The world finally understood what they were dealing with. Then Christopher Nolan offered him the Joker. Heath locked himself in a London hotel room for a month. Alone. No visitors, no distractions. He kept a diary. He filled it with the Joker's thoughts, the Joker's drawings, the Joker's voice, the Joker's laugh. He practiced it for hours, alone, in silence. He studied A Clockwork Orange. He studied the paintings of Francis Bacon, art that captures the human face in states of pure psychological terror. He described what he was creating as a psychopathic, mass-murdering, schizophrenic clown with zero empathy. The insomnia started during this period. He told the New York Times in November 2007, just 2 months before he died, "Last week I probably slept an average of 2 hours a night. My body was exhausted, and my mind was still going." He started taking prescription sleeping pills, then anti-anxiety medication, then painkillers for a bout of pneumonia he couldn't shake. And while he was disappearing into the Joker, his real life was collapsing. Michelle Williams, the woman he loved, the mother of his daughter, had left him in September 2007, 4 months before his death. His daughter Matilda was 2 years old. He moved into a Manhattan apartment by himself. His friend Jerry Grenell later told People magazine that he would hear Heath pacing through the apartment at night. He said Heath would tell him, "I can't sleep, man. I just can't sleep." He was exhausted. He was separated from his daughter. He was alone in New York in winter. And he was carrying the weight of the most psychologically demanding character. His own sister warned him. She told him not to mix the sleeping pills with his other medications. Heath told her he knew what he was doing. On January 22nd, 2008, he was found by his masseuse, Diana Wallazin, who called Mary-Kate Olsen twice before calling emergency services. The toxicology report found 6 prescription drugs in his system: oxycodone, hydrocodone, diazepam, temazepam, alprazolam, and doxylamine. The medical examiner ruled it acute intoxication, accidental overdose, not suicide. The Dark Knight was released 6 months later. Heath never saw it. His family accepted his posthumous Academy Award on stage. Best Supporting Actor. The room went silent. Only the second posthumous Oscar ever awarded in the history of the Academy. The Joker diary was later revealed publicly. Pages and pages of Heath's handwriting, his mind, fully submerged in a character that had no conscience, no limits, and no way back. Matilda Ledger is now 19 years old. She never knew her father. Heath Ledger did not die because he played the Joker. He died because he was a man who felt everything too deeply and had no one left to catch him when he fell. He gave everything to every role. Every character got the fullest version of him. There was nothing left for himself. Subscribe to Growth Tuned. We tell the stories that stay with you.